Attention, passionate Dallas Cowboys fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East, and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another championship run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before we dive in, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and fellow Dallas Cowboys fans. Let's get to the news. All right, Cowboys Nation, buckle up because there's a lot to unpack here. The NFL offseason is in full swing, and as we approach training camp, the Dallas Cowboys are once again at a crossroads, especially when it comes to their running back position. For years, the Cowboys have been known for their strong running game, a staple of their identity since the days of Emmitt Smith and Tony Dorsett. But now, with the departure of Ezekiel Elliott and the uncertain futures of current backs, the question on everyone's mind is Dallas doing enough to address this crucial position? Are they making the right moves to ensure they stay competitive in a league that is increasingly passing-oriented but still values a dominant ground game? Well, let's dive into what's been happening this offseason, what the Cowboys are trying to build, and the potential blockbuster move that could reshape their running back core and perhaps the entire NFC East landscape. The offseason started with some significant changes at the running back position. One of the biggest stories was the release of Ezekiel Elliott, a franchise icon who had been a cornerstone of the Cowboys' offense for nearly a decade. Zeke's departure was a big deal, not just because of his production, but because of what he represented: leadership, durability, and a symbol of the Cowboys' powerful ground attack. But as always in the NFL, change is inevitable. The Cowboys opted to go in a different direction, bringing in some new faces to fill the void. Among these, Miles Sanders and Javonte Williams stand out as veteran additions. Sanders, coming from Philadelphia, has shown flashes of being a reliable back, especially with his vision and ability to catch out of the backfield. Javonte Williams, despite battling injuries last year, is a talented runner with a lot of potential. However, neither of these players is a guaranteed starter or even a lock for the roster once training camp wraps up. The competition is fierce, and both will need to earn their spots through hard work and performance in the upcoming weeks. Adding to the mix, the Cowboys also drafted a couple of intriguing prospects on day 3, Jadon Blue and Phil Maffa. These young players are unproven at the NFL level but show promise based on their college tape. The question is, can either of them step up and claim the RB1 role? That remains to be seen. The NFL is a league of opportunities, but also of patience. Sometimes, rookie running backs need a year or more to adapt to the speed and complexity of the professional game. So, while they are undoubtedly part of the long-term plan, their immediate impact may not be enough to satisfy the urgency Dallas fans might feel about improving their ground game. Here's where the story gets even more interesting. Amid all this uncertainty, a name has been floated around as a potential game-changer: the veteran NFL running back Naji Harris. Now, Harris is currently a member of the Los Angeles Chargers, having been acquired in a trade this offseason. He's a player with a lot of experience, and his track record speaks for itself. Harris was a first-round pick in 2021, and during his time with the Pittsburgh Steelers, he quickly became a fan favorite, thanks to his power, vision, and durability. In his first 3 seasons, he posted 4 straight seasons with over 1,000 rushing yards, a feat that not many backs can claim. His best season came in 2021, when he racked up over 200 yards and scored 7 touchdowns, earning a Pro Bowl nod in the process. That kind of production, combined with his durability, he started all 17 games in 4 straight seasons, makes him an attractive option for any team looking to add a reliable, experienced running back. Now, the rumors are swirling about a possible trade that could see Harris wearing the star on his helmet once again, but this time in Dallas. And surprisingly, there's a lot of logic behind this idea. The Chargers, having drafted Omarion Hampton in the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft, seem to be looking to the future at the position. Hampton, a North Carolina standout, is seen as the franchise's future at running back. Harris, on the other hand, is on a 1-year, $2 million deal, an affordable investment that could make him a valuable rental for the Cowboys. Chargers might be open to trading Harris if they believe Hampton is ready to take over, and if they can get something worthwhile in return. And that's where the Cowboys come in. The potential trade makes a lot of sense for Dallas. They were looking to bolster their backfield without giving up too much draft capital or salary cap space. Harris's contract is manageable, and his skill set would instantly make him the Cowboys' top running back. Imagine that after all this uncertainty, the Cowboys could land a proven, high-quality back with a track record of success, especially in the red zone and on third down. Harris's best season in 2021 saw him carry the ball 307 times for 200 yards and score 7 touchdowns. Those are numbers that any team would love to have, and for Dallas, he would be a clear upgrade over the current options. But why would the Chargers be willing to part ways with Harris, especially before he even plays a game in Los Angeles? Well, the answer lies in their draft strategy and the future of their backfield. With Omari and Hampton now in the mix, the Chargers are clearly looking ahead. They see Hampton as their franchise back, and they might be willing to trade Harris now to get value, especially since Harris was a bit of a known commodity, and Hampton is a rookie with lots of potential. It's a smart move for the Chargers to capitalize on Harris's current value, especially if they believe Hampton can develop into a star. Plus, with the NFL's salary cap and roster flexibility, trading Harris might give them more room to build other parts of their team. Now, let us talk about the potential impact on the Cowboys. Adding Harris to the roster would immediately make the Cowboys' run game more formidable. It would give quarterback Dak Prescott a much-needed weapon to complement his passing game, especially given the importance of establishing a balanced attack. The Cowboys have often relied on their offensive line and their wide receivers to carry the load, but having a reliable, powerful back like Harris could open up more options for Dak and the offensive coordinator. It could also help keep the defense fresh by controlling the clock and keeping opposing offenses off the field. Another interesting aspect is the division. The NFC East has become one of the most competitive divisions in recent years, with teams like Philadelphia, the Giants, and Washington all investing heavily in their rosters. The Eagles, for example, have a powerful offensive line and a dynamic rushing attack led by their own star backs. The Cowboys, to stay competitive, need to match that ground game strength, and Harris could be that missing piece. Imagine the defensive nightmares opposing defenses would face if Dallas could line up with Tony Pollard, Harris, and even Javonte Williams, each of them bringing different styles to the table. It would be a nightmare for defenses trying to stop that run game, and it could be just what Dallas needs to take the next step and contend for a deep playoff run. Of course, all this is speculation for now, but the NFL offseason is full of surprises. Sometimes, a single trade can shift the balance of power in a division, or even in the conference. The Cowboys have always been a team that isn't afraid to make bold moves when the right opportunity presents itself. And with the draft now behind us and training camp on the horizon, the possibility of a Harris trade is intriguing. It's a move that could pay dividends immediately, providing Dallas with a veteran presence, a proven performer, and a new spark for their rushing attack. Now, let us take a step back and look at how this all fits into the bigger picture. The Cowboys, historically, have been a team that prides itself on its run game, especially in the playoffs. Their legendary Super Bowl victories are built on strong offensive lines and a dominant running game. While the NFL has evolved into a pass-heavy league, the teams that still control the clock and run effectively tend to find more playoff success. Dallas has the offensive line, the wide receivers, and the quarterback talent to be a championship contender. But the running back position has been a question mark for quite some time. If they can land Harris, or even another proven back, it would send a clear message that they're serious about competing at the highest level again. Furthermore, Harris's durability is probably one of his most underrated assets. In a league where injuries are so common, having a back who has started all 17 games in 4 consecutive seasons is a huge plus. It means Dallas could rely on him to stay healthy and produce consistently. His ability to run between the tackles, catch passes out of the backfield, and punch in touchdowns in the red zone makes him a versatile weapon. And let's not forget, the NFL is trending towards more hybrid running backs players who can do a little bit of everything. Harris fits that mold perfectly. Now, looking ahead, it's understandable that fans are eager to see what moves the Cowboys will make. The potential addition of Harris or a similar veteran could be the catalyst for a new era in Dallas. It could also energize the entire team, boosting morale and confidence heading into the season. The NFC East is wide open, and with the right moves, the Cowboys could leapfrog their rivals and establish themselves as the team to beat once again. And let us not forget, the NFL offseason is a game of chess, and teams are always looking for that strategic move that can change everything. Whether it's a trade, a draft pick, or a signing, the Cowboys are known for their ability to identify talent and make bold decisions. The Harris scenario is just one example of how they might reshape their roster to maximize their chances for a deep playoff run. In conclusion, the Cowboys are at a pivotal moment. They've made some smart additions this offseason, But the question remains, are they doing enough? The potential trade for Naji Harris could be the move that elevates their offense, giving them a reliable, proven back who can carry the load and help them contend in a tough NFC. It has a story worth watching closely because, if it happens, it could redefine the Cowboys' season and perhaps even their dynasty ambitions. So, Cowboys fans, keep your eyes peeled. The offseason is still full of surprises, and the next few weeks could bring some game-changing news. Whether it's Harris, another veteran, or a surprise draft pick, one thing is certain: Dallas is not done yet. They're always looking for ways to improve, to push further, and to bring another Lombardi home. And that's what makes this team so exciting to follow. The journey continues, and I'll be right here bringing you all the updates, analysis, and insights you need to stay ahead of the game. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and IT makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the big reveal. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What is your take on this? Do you think the Cowboys should pursue Naji Harris? Or do you believe they need to look elsewhere in free agency or the draft? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cowboys. Remember, this is a community, and your voice helps shape the conversation. I'll be back soon with more updates, more news, and more analysis. So stay tuned and keep supporting your Dallas Cowboys. We're in this together, and the best is yet to come.